to one of the main top stories of today. The search for the missing British teenager, Jay Slater, is continuing now into its 5th day in Tenerife.
Well, Jay hasn't been heard from since Monday morning, when he called his friend to say he was lost without water and his phone was on 1% battery.
Well, we're joined now by Chris Elkington, a journalist in Tenerife. Chris, thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to us. Where are we with this now? We're in the 5th day. The search and rescue operation is ongoing. Are we any closer to finding him?
It's a huge area that the police and the mountain rescue search teams are having to cover. I was actually up at the search area this morning and had a chance to speak to a few of them before they went out into the valleys and obviously into the rural park. And they're very meticulously covering area by area by area, whether that be flatland, whether it be valleys, whether it be on foot, whether it be by drone or helicopter. And it's a very rough terrain. It's also a lot cooler up there on the coast than it is down here in the south, where most of the tourists are. In the daytime at the moment, it's around about 17, 18 degrees, and at night time it obviously drops. The search stops at last light. I mean, they're there as late as they can be to see as much as they can. They can't search during the night because with torches you just miss anything. It's pitch black. And then obviously at first light they're starting again. So they're doing as much as they can, but at the moment, nothing has been found.
And I suppose as time goes on, the choices, I suppose, start to narrow, and it becomes, I suppose, it becomes the very difficult decision. At what point does this stop to be a search and rescue operation and perhaps become a recovery operation?
Yes, I think it's very significant that Jay's mother himself, Debbie, has said she doesn't want to go on the search now. She's staying at her apartment in Paloma Beach in Los Cristianos. She said that she doesn't want to be the person to discover him if he's not alive. And that's the first indication that those sort of thoughts are coming into the family's minds. And yes, desperation is a good word to use because it's getting to that stage now. It's a long time to be out there on your own in the elements with no water and no battery. So it's last chance saloon, really.
And Chris, there are a lot of armchair police officers, investigators online giving their hot takes on where they'd look or, you know, how they'd find him, or there's something about the mystery. Am I right in thinking some steps have been made to try and put that to bed?
Yes, the police have asked people not to come up and get involved in the search. They want to be able to concentrate on the areas they're looking at, concentrate on the work they're doing, and concentrate on the person they're looking for, and not looking after the people who are looking for the person they're looking for. So they've asked people to respectfully leave them to their job, and hopefully people are taking note. When I was up there this morning, there wasn't too many other people. There was obviously some press, and there was obviously some people taking photos. But the search teams were on the case and just on their way out to start looking again.
Well, let's hope that they can get some answers. But Chris Elkington, journalist in Tenerife, really appreciate your time there.